Hi. Now, what's up? My name is Guru Jojo, and I wanted to say was I wanted to actually explain what the word guru means, as most people know it on a surface level. It's a teacher, a mentor, a counselor, which is correct, but I'm a deep person. So, what is a teacher? What is a counselor? What is a mentor? These are people who are able to bring some sort of dark energy and bring it out to the light, bring it up to the surface in some way, shape, or form. And that's what the term guru actually comes from in Sanskrit. Gu means from darkness, and then ru is like a dispeller of darkness. It's basically means light. So that makes sense because the teacher is giving out some sort of information. So it's taking what was unknown and bringing it into a known space, which causes enlightenment. So that's pretty much why I call myself a guru, because um so let's speak on it on an octave type of level. So the lowest octave would basically be someone who can take some sort of darkness within themselves, right? And bring that out. So you see how this is not exactly a teacher on in the sense on a surface level, but this is so AKA in other words, I consider myself to be an indirect teacher, if that makes sense. Because the stuff that I've done in my life, and I'm not saying like I've done like I'm like some special person, but I'm saying I'm a person who's been made fun of for like the way I live my life, for the things that I'm into, and I've taken responsibility for those negative experiences and have gained some sort of confidence and stability within the things that I value. So, and I don't want to make this video about that, so I don't want to discuss about those things that I've done, just because this is an informative video. So, with that being said, I'm gonna jump into the topic on karma. So, karma, the reason why I want to speak on it is because it pretty much governs our whole existence. Like, everything starts on a karmic level. And then on the highest octave, pardon me, the highest octave, it goes to towards like governmental law and stuff. So I'm speaking like micro, macro scale type of shit. So for example, I had like a brain fart just now. That was weird. I think I'm hungry. It's not the point, but I just had like a serious brain fart. The water's transmuting me right now. That's what's going on. Not for real. All right, boom. Not for real. I'm gonna get to the topic. So, what I'm trying to say is that karma pretty much governs everything, and because of that, it's important to understand it in its entirety. At least understand like at least understand the depths of it. Because once you understand the depths of anything, you're good. So, all right, karma is anything that you're putting your energy into, and then what is received as a result. But here's the thing: the first level of karma is recognizing your karma via the parents that brought you into this world in the first place. So that's your first karmic duties, and you'll pretty much always be within that. Once you understand your parents, you're good because they pass down their karma to you anyway. That's part of like heredity, to be completely honest, and inheritance. It's not only your physical features and genes and like that, everything that people talk about in like regular everyday science. It's also like I'm speaking on inheritance and stuff. It's also the karma that's passed down to you, or heredity. a lot of people think of inheritance as only like receiving money and stuff. Like, nah, these is diseases and everything. And karma is kind of like a surface level disease. Not surface level. It's like it's like the seed. Karma is like the seed of disease, basically. Like you could say that. You can say that. So boom, let me continue. So what I'm trying to say is that when you understand the darkness that your parents are going through, and you don't only now let me not get off topic, because I'm gonna explain too, like how somebody who's adopted could figure out the same shit. So, but first, once you understand how your parents are going through karma, and you see like the patterns that they keep going through, and the mistakes that they keep making in their lives, once you're aware of that, then utilize what you've been enlightened to and try to take responsibility over that energy within your own situations. So I'm gonna just use myself for example. I've noticed that my parents have a habit of, when I was growing up, they would always attract people that need a lot of help, and that refuse to sort of like break out of their patterns. And they would always be like a counselor for these people, keep trying to tell them like, you can't do this, you can't do that, try to bail them out of a bunch of situations. And it's just like a repeated pattern where like they're not going to change. So when I was young and stuff, I would get into the same type of shit with like various people, and I had to learn to have discernment. And once I was able to have discernment in my life, and pick up on those patterns of behavior of the people that I was attracting in my life, then I was able to pretty much start to clear my karma out. Because by doing that, I send that information out to the universe that I'm ready to move on from a karmic cycle. And once you do that, then you create this space within your energy. It's like you basically clean out your energy when you do this, but you have to do it. And it's not always the easiest, because a lot of times we do these things because of the comfortability of it, because we already know it's predictable, it's easy, and it's like a subconscious fear. But once we clear that out, we can finally actually move on and accept new things in our lives. So that's why karma is very important to understand. And one of the best ways to overcome it is by first recognizing it within our own household, our own upbringing, our parents especially. And then from there, pretty much recognize that same energy within ourselves and purify it. Like, just purify the energy. A lot of times karma is a lot of times like negative karmic experiences are just based upon oh shit, this got dark. I know that can happen. It's based upon not knowing your own intentions. So sometimes you gotta sit back and think like, why the hell am I in this situation in the first place? Why the hell do I keep picking up her phone calls in the first place? I already know what the fuck she gonna talk about. I already know she gonna be complaining about this, and that. When I give her advice, she not even gonna do anything. I already accepted the fact that sometimes she don't want advice. Sometimes she's just blowing off steam. But I'm realizing I'm tired of it. Like, it's pointless. It's doing nothing for me. So why am I doing this anyway? You only doing it because it makes you feel good that you know like what to say or what to do. Or you're doing it because you're bored, or you're trying to escape your own motherfucking responsibilities. That's usually the case as to why people stick to these situations and then complain because of the karmic energy that is returned to them. They can just simply friggin' recognize their own insecurities as to why they're even involved in this situation in the first place, and friggin' leave it behind so that you can attract new situations into your life. But there's always ways of figuring out your karma. You don't necessarily have to, what I'm just trying to say, you don't necessarily have to follow your birth parents' karmic situations. You could just recognize your patterns, the situations that you go through, the outcomes, and the lessons that you need to receive from each situation. So it's just, your parents is just almost like a hack, to be completely honest. It's like a hack, like to kind of work around not recognizing your situations. You could just look at your parents' situation and be like, oh shit, I'm probably doing the same thing. Like, so yeah. Hopefully this video was helpful. I'm probably gonna bang out a couple more videos, and then I'm gonna take a break because, yeah, that's the way I balance. So yeah, thank you for having me. No, I'm playing. Deuces.